EDM 310 is definitely one of those classes that throughout my career as a college student is definitely one of those classes that was very challenging for me. Dr. Strange used Birkbeck Education for his curriculum platform, which I really thank him for because before taking Dr. Strange's class, I was definitely used to Birkbeck Education and my teachers being on top of me with what I need to do and when it's due. Dr. Strange simply allows us to grow up on our own, and it's something that we should have probably done before we got to EDM 310, before we even got to college, but a lot of teachers don't emphasize that, and I really thank him for that. Now, honestly, before now, like when I first began this class, I thought Dr. Strange was nuts and that we weren't going to be able to complete all these things within each week, and I know that I wasn't going to be able to spend 9 hours a week on my assignments just for this class. But after reading the assignments and knowing that everything that we do he can help us with, and we have lab assistants to help us, it was more reassuring for me. A lot of times I would get stressed out about the work and the green screen projections, and a lot of the things that worried me were something that I shouldn't have been worrying about if I would have used the lab assistants more. I did use them, but not as much as I should have. Some of the things that I would have to say that really helped me was when Dr. Strange allowed us to edit other students. For me, I'm an English major, so I know that I'm going to have to learn to edit my students correctly and politely. So it was definitely something for me to learn that you can correct someone in a nice way. And I really enjoyed that part about EDM 310. Within the first couple of weeks, I thought that the class was going to be easy and it was going to be a breeze, and I thought that I would have it under control. But once I got into like the third and the fourth week and we were doing green screen projections and editing other people's blogs, it kind of put me on edge because I felt like it was something that I wasn't used to, and I've never been one of those people to try new things. EDM 310 is a class that it kind of forces you to learn the media part of education and learn computers and become computer literate, because in the beginning he asked each and every one of us the question, were we computer literate? Well, me being, raised in computers, I thought that I was computer literate. But after taking this class, I realized that I knew nothing about computers besides how to use Google and YouTube. But after taking EDM 310, we learned so much more that you can do on the computer, and all the apps that Apple offers for English majors, for teachers. It's definitely evolving into a technological school system that we have to be prepared for. If I hadn't taken this class, I feel like I would definitely be failing my students in the future because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing because I wasn't taught this. And EDM 310 is definitely a class that I took that I'm very glad that I stuck with, because honestly, I thought I would have to drop the class because I thought that I wouldn't be able to commit 9 hours a week to my work. EDM 310 has definitely taught me a lot of self-responsibility and time management, because these projects and our weekly assignments are due every Sunday night at midnight. I had to learn to schedule my time so that I had enough time to do my projects and do them efficiently and on time, and as well as balance the rest of my work on my other classes. It also definitely showed me that I needed to become more computer literate, because my future students will have no other choice but to use technology, because that's all that they know. That's what the school systems are going to be revolving around by the time I'm a teacher. And it's important for me to know what I'm doing in order to show my students how to use computers effectively through technology. If I don't know how to do it, then how am I going to be able to teach my students? This is something that we learned from Dr. Strange, that a lot of people like me, when they come into the class, they think, oh, I know computers, but you don't really know what you need to know about computers in order to be a teacher, because the kids that we're going to be teaching, that's all they know is computers. That's all they do is computers. So this class was very important for me to take, and I understand why it is a requirement for all education majors to take. And I'm very glad that I took EDM 13.